The FBI said they found the Motorola phone that was used to contact the shooters at P. Diddy mansion inside of a safe, far, far in the back of his master bedroom closet. Now, if he went to the extent to hide that phone that bad, we'd know he was involved. Keefe D was a list to have gave the phone to him after everything was said and done. The investigators in the FBI, they're looking at this as if it is a case that Cat Williams exposed back in 2024 when he shook the internet from that interview to now everything has fallen apart for P. Diddy and people who was involved in Tupac's death. They always say, bullets don't have no name. It's the like button and subscribe to the channel. If you're a fan of Tupac, Foxy Brown, she is one person who we never thought will cry, but she cried when she heard P. Diddy was involved in Tupac's case. Just think about the family. If you had been put in this position, you would not know what to do. This is so sad. The receipts and the evidence is out now. Let's get to it. 2. You know P. Diddy fucked up because he went on The Breakfast Club and he gave a statement that shows his ass has something to do with the Tupac now. And be for real, we're not stupid. Only if Tupac knew, you have to watch the people that you keep in your circle. What's done in the dark will come to the light. You can't trust everybody nowadays, 2026. You see how everybody got their hands in every trend that comes out, whether it's being YN and going around and drilling the ops?
Halloween news, breaking Halloween news. Last year, after I did the Black Joker, I got a bunch of emails from the studio telling me to not be the Joker anymore, that I was breaching the trademark. And so, I don't know what I'm gonna be this year. But I will say to the motherfucker that took all this time, you talking about sending me this 6 full papers. I'm not even gonna show the business on the papers. Tell me not to be the Joker. I wanna tell you, you win. I'm not gonna be the Joker this year. Just because your ass had enough time to fuck up my motherfucking Halloween. Now watch me.
Or if you want to be like Sexy Reed A, iconic figure who the industry loves, but is destroying the community at the same time. See Tupac preach a lifestyle of being with your moms, being with family, loyalty, and so on. We know how this story goes. Smash the like button if you feel that P. Diddy set up Tupac and Keefe D bit the bait like a dumbass. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. You feel me, G? We be getting money when we in the streets. That's what Tupac used to preach when his Gemini side kicked in. Mike Tyson said that the detectives investigated Keefe D because he made the biggest mistake of all time. He went on an interview and told the whole world he was with the shooter when the investigators have been trying to figure out what happened for almost 30 years. You get it? That's 3 decades. Let that sink in. The allegations that Sean Diddy Combs offered a $1 million bounty for the killing of Tupac Shakur are part of an ongoing investigation. Tupac was fatally shot in Las Vegas on September 7, 1996, and Orlando Anderson, a suspect in the case, was never charged. Dwayne Keefe D. Davis has made claims that Diddy was involved, but these claims are disputed and not proven. Tupac Shakur was a passenger in a black BMW 750IL when he was shot in Las Vegas on September 7, 1996. The car was driven by his friend and record producer, Suge Knight. Mike Tyson, who was in the car behind Tupac's that night, has spoken about the incident in various interviews. On the night of September 7, 1996, Tupac Shakur and Mike Tyson were both at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas to watch a boxing match. Tyson was fighting Bruce Seldon for the WBA Heavyweight Championship, and Tupac was there to support his friend. After the fight, which Tyson won quickly, Tupac and Suge Knight left the MGM Grand together. The two were driving in a black BMW 750IL when they were shot at by another vehicle. Tupac was critically injured and later died in the hospital on September 13, 1996. Despite the ups and downs, Snoop Dogg often spoke of his loyalty to Suge, acknowledging how Knight's mentorship had shaped his career. The complexities of their relationship offer a fascinating glimpse into the challenges and triumphs of the hip-hop world. You feel me, G? Man, I wish Tupac was here right now, because he would be making so many hit songs that the whole world will never be able to get out of their heads. Let it sink in. This shit hits you hard. Just imagine if someone plot on you, then instantly make it where they greenlight everything you say, like they did Tupac before he died. Snoop Dogg messed up. They said that Snoop Dogg was the one who gave some of the money and put out the hit with P. Diddy, also known as Sean Diddy Combs. Them Crips mad at Keefe D. Now rest in peace, Tupac Suge. Knight said that Snoop Dogg got greedy. When we already know you can't bite the hand that feeds you, life will hit you like a train. Tupac, he probably will have $50 million in a mansion right now, is they didn't have so much greed and envy towards him. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We're not stopping the investigation. This case hasn't been solved yet. Suge Knight, co-founder of Death Row Records, was known for his intimidating presence and his influence over the music industry. He had a vision of making Death Row a powerhouse, and he saw Snoop Dogg as a crucial part of that dream. Snoop, with his laid-back style and unmistakable voice, quickly became a defining figure of the West Coast rap movement. Their relationship, however, was far from simple.
You getting into a whole nother bag of worms when you're talking about P. Diddy, because P. Diddy was supposedly the one through Zip that gave $1 million to Zip because I wanted to get Tupac hit. You got to remember at that time, a lot of people are young, a lot of people are old. Some people are old enough, they knew Tupac, but they weren't a big fan. Some kids are not old enough to be around with it. You got to, at that time, it was very heated because Tupac just released a few months earlier. Tupac just released, within the year, released Hit 'Em Up. Hit 'Em Up was such a song that it talked about, oh my goodness, it spoke about, him sleeping with Biggie's wife, him, riding on the whole Bad Boy, him riding on the whole West Coast, and, East Coast, I mean. And the tragic thing is Tupac himself was born on the East Coast. And, since he's standing on the West Coast, driving against, it just doesn't make sense. And you gotta remember that the people that push this a lot, it's not like it was today. There was no internet, there was no IG, there was no Twitter, so it wasn't, information didn't travel quick. But beyond all that, P. Diddy supposedly, allegedly, the one that paid the $1 million. Here's the really funny thing is that Keefe D's crew and them weren't even expecting $1 million. They were gonna do it for much less. It was Puff Daddy, it was P. Diddy, Sean Diddy Combs himself that offered and said, I'm gonna pay y'all $1 million to do it. They were like, oh, $1 million, word? Okay, we're really gonna do it. So then that night, it so happens that through a chain snatching incident where Orlando had snatched one of Death Row's artists, Chain, they saw him that night. They got into a fight with him.
Yeah.
So when they got into the fight and everything, it was double whammy because now they wanted to get him back for the beating of Orlando, and they getting paid $1 million to do all this. So there's a lot of information, and now that we are at the P. Diddy saga, Keefe D is arrested. Keefe D, same thing, the same deal that got him the first time. Hey, you're gonna spend the rest of your life in jail, is the same deal now. He's an older man, so he's talking. He's squealing, and Puff is one of the first names he's called. He said Puff is involved. He said Puff was the one that gave him the money. They even talked about a secret meeting before when Puff and it was Zip, Keefe D and Puff at a coffee shop met up. And this is when the original deal was done. And after Tupac was shot, they said they had a phone call that possibly was recorded that Puff called Keefe D and asked him, was that us? And Keefe D said, yes, that was us. Because Puff didn't know if Pac just got shot by somebody else or was that actually the $1 million hit. So he said, was that us? And Keefe D replied, yes, that's us. This is all what Keefe D is talking about. This is why Puff Daddy is not in a good place. He lawyered up And we're gonna see how the saga unfolds. But the most important thing is, when you want the real, I don't see anybody else standing at the very spot right here, Tupac Memorial, right here, at the very spot it all went down. Everybody else could tell. We got the inside scoop. So definitely. Yeah, the memorial,
Do you
definitely.
think the memorial
I
should
really
be bigger?
think, you know, listen, this pole is great, and it's been here for almost 30 years, and it, you know, it's been signed, but it could be easily painted. You know, the thing about it, for someone as great as Tupac, someone on both spectrums, someone like we've never had before, since, and won't quite have, like someone like in the Bob Marley, in legends that will live 100, 300 years from now. We got to do better than this. We got to give this man a proper memorial, even if it's something with a plaque, like a podium that goes around to where people, the love is real. The love continues. Every single day, people fly all over the world to just come and touch this, to just come and sign it, and you know, post their posters on it. We definitely need something better for such a great man. Who else do you know 30 years? And the more incredible information is that you got to realize Tupac's murder being unsolved has lived longer than he has. It's been 27 years, 30 years. He was only 25. It's been longer than he lived. And the love is still real. People still miss him. His music is being still used in commercials, TV, everything. And you know, another entity that's involved, because you got to realize, is Snoop Dogg. Now, on that day, they were saying that Snoop Dogg came and they didn't want Snoop Dogg, somebody tipped Snoop Dogg off not to go. And they say somehow, because you got to understand, Orlando and Keefe D, they're all Crips. Snoop's is a Crip. So therefore, this whole thing,
they know each other somehow.
They know each other. They're from the same affiliation.
You can't be the same under the same umbrella and then don't know each other or know the big homies in the game.
No, and also this also comes into where, you know, even Suge Knight is saying he's not saying anything, but Suge Knight actually saw Keefe D that day. Keefe D in that first proper agreement, if you listen to the whole thing, Keefe D actually said that Suge Knight looked over and saw who was shooting, saw them, but he didn't tell the police or anything. And so Suge Knight knew right away. And also, you guys got to remember, there's been a lot of people who passed that are not as famous as Tupac involved in this story. With the gang side of things, afterwards, they found out, okay, you guys did this, so we must retaliate for doing this part and doing that. And that's what went on. These guys are not famous, so we don't know, but we know it took place. The police say so, from Orlando also being got, and you know, now Keefe D. And the thing about Keefe D is he felt so comfortable that everything, he had an immunity. He lived right here in Vegas, where it happened. He lived right here. He lived in Henderson, like a suburb, and he felt so comfortable. He's like, oh, nothing's gonna happen, it's over. But once again, please, people, do not go around murdering people. There is no statute of limitation on this. That's why they still came and got him. More is gonna come out, and the most important thing, if you want the real, we are the only one actually at this very spot it happened. You must subscribe, you must hit that notification bell, make a comment. What do you think so far as this story progresses? What do you think? We were more than the talking heads. We really want to hear what you guys think, because you guys, when they say when two heads are better than one, when two people put their heads together, the whole nation put their heads together, and including those people who were there that very night that still have not talked. There's a lot of people that have not talked because they're afraid. Look at all these people. Look at all this traffic. And this is a regular night. This is not even a fight night.
And this is a red flag, because this is how Tupac got caught. He got caught at the light.
He got caught at that light, very light, right there. That light right there. They were about to make a left going to 662, which was down over here. They were about to make a left right here, going to 662. And you know, the car pulled up. Where that taxi's at, right there. That's where Tupac and Suge car was. Where that taxi is, right there. And over here is where the white car pulled, the white Cadillac pulled up. And you know, then the Keefe D and them were like, whoa, wait a minute. because the whole thing that let him know was Tupac. They didn't even know. They were just right. They saw the girls yell Tupac and started yelling. So when they saw the females yelling and Pac started interacting with the females, they realized, oh man, there's Pac right there. And Orlando, the guy he just beat up, is in the car, is like, let's get him. And Keefe D said, let's get this million. You can understand how energetic it was that night, because these guys just feel like they just hit a lick. Oh, we gonna get back and get the mill. Pac is having a good time. Suge's having a good time. They're about to go to the club and everything. And don't get, there's a whole nother story that the locals are talking about that y'all don't know about, which is that there was Pac that night bet a lot on Mike Tyson, because he made the song that Mike Tyson came out with, and Mike Tyson had told him, I'm gonna win, blah, 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 not so many words. So Pac put a lot of money down. So they say he had a winning ticket for $10 million. That also ties into it, that actually he had that $10 million winning ticket that he won from the fight when he was shot. And when he was shot, as soon as it happened, before the cop came up, there was a few people who came up to him, and they're saying those few people are the one that, try to act like they were helping him and went through his pocket and actually got that $10 million ticket. Now, what happened to that $10 million? We don't know. We don't know. It's a mystery, and that adds to the whole thing. So most definitely, you guys gotta realize, you see how much traffic this is. There's no way at least 20 people did not see what happened right here. On a fight night, you see how busy it is on a regular night. And you add a fight night, this was crammed. Got 2 gas stations, there's skyscrapers, the Western Hotel. How could you not see? And they just really came from MGM, which is right down the street. The strip is right there. Buses, limousines, all of it, most definitely. But most importantly, subscribe, hit that notification bell. This is the only place you're gonna get it live where it actually happened.
I appreciate that, man. And
yes.
I just want to let you know, man, be safe out here, man.
Oh, most definitely.
This is where it all happened at. This is where they caught Tupac at, man. And I want to let everybody know, this black Sprinter, this is the same area where everything went down there. And I want you guys to know, if you finna go somewhere right after you just got into it with somebody, do not stop at the red light. Get in the right lane. Do not get stuck in the left lane.
The podcast Tell It All. I would like to send my condolences out to Tupac family, and I would like for everybody to let me know if they are a fan of Tupac. It broke the world heart once we found out P. Diddy has something to do with Tupac. Not to mention J-Lo, she was right around him at the time, so it's a lot of people who had their ears and hands in this. While Suge provided the platform and resources for Snoop to rise to stardom, their alliance was often tested by the pressures of the music industry, legal troubles, and the ever-present threat of violence that surrounded them.
Flash and feel the beat inside. Nowhere else I'd rather be tonight. Lost in the sound, letting go of my pride. Yeah, the music's gonna be my guide.
This is my new channel. I want everybody to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Everybody know everything that I produce is commentary for educational and entertainment purposes only. I want everybody to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We're gonna be talking about rappers. We're gonna be talking about crimes that happen, unsolved cases. We gonna be talking about things that's going on in the world just natural. Y'all get to know me, I get to know y'all. I want everybody who actually into what's going on to actually hit the like button if you get this video. But this is the intro to the new channel. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We gonna talk about everything. Y'all gonna get to know me on this channel.